Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. Today we are going to take care of some main quest stuff, namely a lot of talking. We're going to figure out Nerevar prophecies. We're going to start this off by talking to Mira Maya again, just to make sure that we got everything we need to, because I don't remember what happened last week. He is the abbot of our monastery and the head of the secret order, specifically the secret order. Whoa! Why does the temple persecute the dissident priests? This might be good to know. Because attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against the influence of Dagoth-Ur. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagoth-Ur's lies. Faith is the source of the divine power that sustains the tribunal in their battle with Dagoth-Ur. Since the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple. That's why Dagoth-Ur grows stronger, why blight storms and monsters threaten the land. Makes sense, I guess. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevar say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But, since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Boop-a-dee-ba-doo. I think that's really all we need. And they're both talking to me at once. Lovely. Alright, I'm going to talk to Gilvez, and we have a lot of information to cover. Let's start with the dissident priest, just because. Let's see, is there anything? If we can show ourselves able to confront Dagoth-Ur more effectively than the Ordinators, the temple and the people will support us. Okay. Oh yeah, we came to talk about the lost prophecies. Can you tell me anything about Mira? She has run terrible risks remaining at the Hall of Wisdom and Truth, and we are grateful that you have rescued her from the Ministry of Truth. I have reviewed the Apocrypha, and have found 2 passages of particular interest. We've made copies of these passages to give to you. Many are familiar with the 2 Nerevar prophecies current among the Ashlanders, called the Stranger and the 7 Vision. We have 2 other prophecies, the Lost Prophecy and the 7 Curses, that may offer additional insights into the riddle surrounding the coming of the Incarnate. Perhaps these are the lost prophecies that your friend Nibani Mesa told you about. The Lost Prophecy and the 7 Curses. I remember the 7 Signs, so those are the Lost Prophecies. We have also prepared a document for you called Kagranek's Tools. This document will explain to you and to others the terrible secret that the temple conceals about the true history of the tribunal and the corrupt nature of their divine powers. It is to conceal this secret that the temple persecutes the Nerevar and the dissident priests. That's a better reason. This persecution must stop. We must be united against the true enemy Dagoth-Ur, and if you are the Nerevar, you must lead us against him. 2 journal updates, Lost Prophecy, 7 Curses, Kagranek's Tools. I'm going to read these before I talk to him any further. Kagranek's Tools. Here's the great secret that they've been hiding all this time. Summarized from the Apocrypha. Beneath Red Mountain, Dwemer miners discovered a great magical stone. By diverse methods, Lord Kagranek determined that this magical stone was the heart of the god Lorcan, cast here in the Dawn Era as punishment for his mischief in creating the mortal world. The Dawn Era was the beginning of time for this world, basically. We are currently in the 3rd era of the world. Before that was the 2nd, then the 1st, then the Dawn Era. Before that, there was nothing. Determined to use its divine powers to create a new god for the exclusive benefit of the Dwemer, he forged 3 enchanted artifacts: Wraithguard, an enchanted gauntlet designed to protect its wearer from destruction when tapping the heart's power. Sunder is an enchanted hammer to strike the heart and produce the exact volume and quality of power desired. Keening is an enchanted blade that is used to flay and focus the power that rises from the heart. Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening. These are very important artifacts in the entire history of this world. When Kagranek used these tools on the heart, no one knows what happened, but the Dwemer race disappeared entirely from the mortal world. Well, now we know what happened to get rid of the Dwemer. The Dwemer disappeared for this reason. Not specifically, but still. Lord Nerevar and Dagoth retrieved these tools and didn't know what to do with them. Nerevar asked Dagoth to guard the tools while he went to consult with his counselors Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil. He left and spoke with his 3 counselors, and they decided to return together to Red Mountain to decide what to do. But while Nerevar was gone, Dagoth was tempted and confused by the powers of the tools. When Nerevar and the counselors arrived, he refused to give up the tools, claiming he had sworn to Nerevar to protect them. Then Dagoth fought with Nerevar and the counselors and was mortally wounded and driven off, and the tools were recovered. So basically Dagoth went crazy, and he decided that, it's mine, precious, it's mine, it's ours. Then Nerevar and his counselors decided to take the tools for safekeeping. They all swore a great oath never to use the tools, but after Nerevar's death, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil yielded to temptation. They took these tools themselves and went to Lorkhan's heart buried beneath Red Mountain, and gave themselves divine powers. But Dagoth had not died. We don't know what happened, but this is what we believe. His experiments with Kagranek's tools had joined him to the heart's divine nature in some way, so that he learned to draw power directly from the heart. Dagoth used the heart without caution and restraint. Oh, that's always a good idea. And as a result, he is terribly powerful and terribly mad. I can vouch for this. I remember he is a strong, crazy person. But the tribunal showed great care and restraint in their use of the tools, and so they were not driven mad, and they did many good things. Nonetheless, the tribunal too appeared to have been corrupted by the heart's power, though more subtly. Kagranek's tools are cursed. Stealing power from the heart of a god is a terrible folly and fated to disaster. The tribunal is losing its battle to control the power of the heart. They are sustained by the same tainted power that drives Dagoth mad. They grow weak and cannot protect us from Dagoth But even if they could, would we be wise to worship gods such as these? They conceal the truth from us out of shame. They persecute the Nerevarine and the dissident priests out of shame, when they should be welcoming them and enlisting their aid against Dagoth The tribunal have done much good for Morrowind and the Dunmer, but they succumb to the temptation of Kagranek's tools, and though these tools once may have seemed the instruments of salvation, now they must be seen as the instruments of doom. That's the big secret behind this entire game. And I can't summarize it for you. If you skip through so you don't have to listen to all that, I'm sorry, but I can't summarize it for you. 7 curses. Oh, is this going to be an entire poem up here? Curse of etc. Stuff. Let me see if I can figure out what these things are with my knowledge so far. Curse of Fire and Ash, I believe, is the Red Mountain volcano. Ash would be the ash storms and the blight. Curse of Flesh is Corporus. Curse of Ghosts, I'm not sure. Or Seed or Despair. So dreams are the dreamers that we've been seeing recently. 4th, 5th, and 6th curse. The Drummer, one of the mockers and profaners of the divine. The curses would come from Red Mountain. Curse of Flesh, we already got that. May refer to as yet unrecognized threats from Dagoth Okay. The Lost Prophecy. Either Hound or hello, but Dragonborn and Far Star marked, Outlander incarnate beneath Red Mountain, Blessed Guest counters 7 curses. That's me, if I'm the Reverend. I'm pretty sure I'm in. I am at this point. Star Blessed Hand wields thrice cursed blade to reap the harvest of the unmourned house. That's a riddly way to say it, but I understand now. And here's the notes. If you want to read any of these to understand what they're saying, I'll let you figure that out on yourself. And we're done. I think that's it. So, anything else we can ask about? Did we ask about Apocrypha already? The hidden writings, secrets known only at the highest levels of priesthood and inquisition. Okay. And now we know why the temple hides the truth. Lost prophecies we asked about. A monk at the docks can arrange for travel back to Vivek. Here are a few books from our library you might find of interest. Each gives a very different impression of Nerevar. The Real Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and Saint Nerevar. Those might be interesting to read. Our interest used to be a matter of principle. Now Dagoth grows stronger. while the tribunal grows weaker and the return of Saint Nerevar, even if only reborn in spirit, may be our best prospect of salvation. Secret order. From Savap and that. Oh, I already read that. I've annotated your copy with our best efforts of interpretation, but a rough summary might be: an outlander, foreign-born but welcomed as a guest, confronts 7 curses beneath Red Mountain. His hand, blessed by Azura, uses a cursed blade to bring justice to House Dagoth or House Dwemer, or both. Then a Reverine, an outlander, that wouldn't please many Ashlanders and may explain how the prophecy got lost. Yeah, that's true. 7 curses. Get to the summary, please. Thank you. Your copy bears our guesses at interpreting the verses. In short form, 7 curses come from Dagoth or House Drummer or both. Fire and ash come from Red Mountain. Flesh is corporous. Ghost, seed, and despair are unclear, but Curse of Dreams seems to refer to recent cases of soul sickness and sleeper attacks in the towns. That's a lot to read. I would like to find a copy of Progress of Truth somewhere in here. Looks like there's another level. Oh, just a few rooms in the back. I'm looking at my map in the top left when I say that, by the way. Now what we're going to be doing is make it brighter, for starters. Oh. First of all, I have to kill a rat. Then another rat. Now I can make it bright. That's better. Took me a couple interruptions of napping to get through that, but we made it. So, actually, what's our plan now? We need a plan. What are we doing? He gave me several books about Nerevar. Alright, I guess I'll read these books. Maybe they'll unlock something. The real Nerevar! Pause it if you want to read it. Nerevar, Moon and Star, once again. Pause it if you want to read it. And wasn't there one more? I don't see any other books. Oh, Saint Nerevar. That's pretty short. No wonder it's not a book. Oh wait, should I be asking them about... Yeah, I'm not entirely certain what to... Oh wait, yes I am! Yes I am! I know what to do. I remember. Of course the people back in there wouldn't tell me, but I already know what to do. Excuse me, I need to travel, please.
What is this about?
Travel to Ebonheart. Ebonheart, by the way, is not Vivek. But I'm going to take a lot of ships to get to where I need to go. My goodness. Is it Sadrith Mora I want to get to? I'm going to say... yes. And then from Sadrith Mora to Dagon Fell. And I think I want to go this direction? Yeah, sure, what the heck. We're going to go from Dagon Fell all the way south-ish. We need to get to the Urshalaku camp. This is where we have to go, but darn it, that's a long way away. Can I go to Cool? Give me a boat ride to Cool. Where's the boat? There you are. Send me to Cool. Thank you. Alright, and now from Cool to...
Well, you can barely see it, but I'm at the Urshalaku camp now. We need to go... Man, the boots of blinding speed and ash storms are terrible for this. Hello, wise woman. I'm going to take off my shoes so I can see you. Where are my shoes at? I'll just put these on. Nibani Mesa.
Please join me.
Do you have questions about the Nerevar prophecies? I bring you news of the lost prophecies. Here you go. You will tell me these things over and over until I have them by heart, and then you will tell me what these priests say, what they see in these words, and then you must leave me. Hunt, sleep, train, feed, learn the land. I must bring these things into me and place them before my ancestors and listen to them, and to the skies and stars of my dreams. And then when the moons have come and gone, return, and I will give you my judgment. Journal says, leave her while she consults the ancestors in her dreams. I'm to come back when the moons have come and gone to hear her judgment. Okay, well, this has been very, very busy. We've got a lot done, And it's going to be the end of this episode because I know it's probably a little bit short for you guys, but I've got a lot of hours in at this point. I'm just going to cut it down and say this episode was all about getting the lost prophecies, taking them back to the Ashlanders, and calling it a day. Because that's pretty much all we did. Not a lot to it, but, you know, whatever. At least we got this out of the way. Next episode, I think we might go artifact hunting or explore a cave just while we wait. I know that the only thing that you guys suggested was to keep on doing the main quest, but I think that if we have 2 episodes of dialogue, which I think it will be considering the last time we talked to the wise woman, these will be a very boring 2 episodes. So, Kevin's going to do something while he waits. Until then, thank you for joining me. Come back next time for more Morrowind when Kevin does a thing. Take care.